back so you guys can see. Yeah, come on, mount. Work with me, not against me. There you go. Bring it up a little bit. It's got to be a real pain in the butt, don't you? I like the mount. It's just way on the front of the boat, so. All right. There we go. Maybe a little hot, but. And a little sideways. Let's see.
That'll probably help. That will probably help. Don't you think? Yeah. Amateur. I don't know what to say. That's why I'm here, though. Right? Thank you. Appreciate that, because I would have sat here for 3 hours and nobody told me. I'd have looked like a real amateur. Well, Mom says she can't find me on Twitch, and I'm thinking, I don't think do you have to sign up? I don't think you don't have to sign up for a Twitch account just to see somebody, do you? I don't even remember. I don't remember. I gave her the link. I'm thinking, just click on the damn link, right? I don't remember. So what if somebody, if that's the case, what if somebody doesn't want to sign up for Twitch? They just want to get in there and see you, sorry about that, see you anonymously or whatever. I guess they can't do that. All right, since nobody said either shad or worm, go with the shad. Not a fan of this pole at all. Honestly. That's why right there. Well, I'll tell you what. See? This is why you're here. You see what I just did? That sounds about right. Well, there's the first gaff. Jeez. Smart. Another reason why I don't like this pole. Never owned a breakaway really that much. What do you think? Try it again? That's pretty sad. Pretty sad. And the first gaff. That's good, we'll remember that. And we can hook the chair. Oh, second gaff. I'm not wild about this pole at all. What the hell's wrong with this thing? What the? No wonder it was so cheap. What the? What the hell's wrong with this thing? This is why I hate bait casters, really. They never work right. That's why the damn thing was so fucking cheap. Should have known better. I say cheap, it was like 30 bucks. A rod like this should have been over $100 easily. What the? I'm about to throw it in fucking lake. What the shit? What the hell kind of crap is this? What kind of crap you push the... That's locking up on me. What the? I'm gonna throw this fucker in the lake. That's some junk. What the hell's wrong with this thing? Piece of shit. This is why. Okay, Mike, you never buy a freaking bait caster again. You just waste your time out here. Wow. Really? Okay, press the button, right? You're gonna drop. Oh, now it works. What the F? What the? I have no idea. Turn the drag down. Maybe after I use it a few times? I don't know. Turn my damn bait off. Jeez, please. Gonna go in the lake if I'm not happy with it. Now I'll just break it. And throw it in the lake. Yeah. Thank you very much. Oh boy. Thanks for clipping that. That was hilarious. I can see how today's fishing is going to go. Not going to be any fishing. Lord. Way it's going. Don't. Hey. I've seen days like today. Somebody ends up in a lake. Or worse. Hooked in the lake. Or both. Silly. I'm gonna break this thing. If I swear I'm gonna break it. That's why when I'll get hurt. When I break it. F that pole. Son of a bitch. I'm gonna break it. Come here. Well. There goes that. Just clean up my line here. That reel right there is gone. And yeah. I'll keep the pole. Maybe. Junk. Lesson learned, don't buy shit from Costco. Fishing poles, do not buy from Costco. Okay? Don't tempt me. That was not funny. That was funny, but it wasn't funny. My damn hook. Dude, seriously. What the hell with that? Is anything gonna work right today? I'm just gonna. Can I have my hook back, please? Thank you. All right. Problem number one. Go down to one rod. Probably should check bait, add weight. Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that's weird. It's muting itself every once in a while. What the Just reboot it. That is so weird. I don't know. That thing is going. It's just going on mute by itself every once in a while. I don't know. I only have one microphone connected to it. Transmitter obviously is working fine. It's kind of weird. I don't know. I keep an eye on that. It's weird. It's weird. I don't know. It's just Rhodes Wireless. I mean, nothing weird about it. Technical issues. That's awesome. Canadian geese. Pretty cool. I didn't know, is Rhodes a Australian product? Is it really? I didn't know that. Well, damn it, maybe I should have bought the damn DJI. Thought about it. Hit. I didn't know that. Guess I should do my research on products. I've used their microphones and music all the time. Never had a problem with any of them. But yeah. Go figure, right? It's honestly the first time I've ever used out in the field. Maybe there's some kind of setting. I mean, I know it probably has a power saving setting on it or something like that, but when you're using it, shouldn't do that. Now I do have the screen where it does go black. You know, I don't have it on all the time to save some battery life, but it shouldn't auto shut off by itself. Or not even auto shut off, just muting itself. So that's kind of strange. Yeah, this is fresh water. This is Grapevine Lake in Texas. Dallas, Fort Worth is that way. Oklahoma's that way. Fort Worth going west. It's just a little impoundment over here. It's easy to get out to. Like I said, the normal point that I usually fish is over here off back behind me, and they have the road closed, so I couldn't get off to it. So, but this is fresh water. This lake is known for a smallmouth, which we don't have a whole lot of lakes out here known for a smallmouth. I think the largest one, close to 4 pounds, something like that here. Largemouth, crappie, panfish, catfish, flatheads, blues, channel cats. Probably some gar in here. A lot of snakes. In fact, I, at one point in time, changed the name of this lake to, instead of Grapevine, changed it to Snakevine. There used to be a lot of snakes out here. So, it's all limestone cliffs. In fact, maybe I'll show you, I don't know if you can see Okay, so let's do this. Let me turn off the screen darkening. So maybe that will. Oh, that's so weird. I don't know. I have to get my Rhodes manual out. Like I said, I don't remember seeing that on a setting anywhere other than the auto darkening of the screen. But yeah, I know, right? Part of it. Well, I could always just unplug the Rhodes and go with the regular microphone, but it's so windy out here today, it would not be enjoyable. So I guess, I don't know. I guess maybe I'll get on my phone here in a second and look up the reason why. It's obviously not the transmitter. It's working just fine. It's receiver. Weird. Well, it's one more problem to solve, right? One more problem to solve. Strange. Yeah, that's part of it. Part of it. Really just I guess I've streamed outdoors twice. Most of my stuff's just been testing at this point in time, and obviously I need to do more testing. I think in just a matter of time, you know, it's just you have to work out all the details. And the thing about it is I'm really out here to enjoy myself and not worry about a bunch of technical issues, honestly. But I mean, that's a part of it. Possibly. Rock and roll. Yeah, that's the thing, right? You just want to go out and have a good time with it and everything, and yeah. And like here we go again. This thing go off again? What the hell's wrong with that one? Kind of like right now. Kind of like right now. I don't get it. I appreciate the help, because like I said, maybe after about a dozen times of doing this, nah, I'm not gonna even say that, because after a dozen times of doing this, I'll probably still have other technical issues. I mean, this is why it's so easy for people to stream at home. I mean, streaming at home is like I wouldn't say it's a joke or whatever, but I don't know. Paul wanted me to get on last night. I want to stream some ATS and stuff like that. I know he's been doing it. I had thought about it and everything. Let me get this live stuff going first, right? Then when I don't feel like coming out here, it's too cold or too hot, or I just don't feel like it. Big turtle right there. It's probably what's eating my stuff. It's either a big turtle or a snake, couldn't tell. Something's nibbling. A little dink. You know what always make it all better? To pull in like a 30-pound blue. That'd make it all worth it. Honestly, it's just nice to get out of the apartment. It is, and they're getting ready to release Texas. It's going to be the largest map that they have, and it took them 3 years to develop Texas because of the amount of acreage, you know. So that'll be interesting. I think it's supposed to drop on the 15th or something like that. And I haven't honestly had my Steam on I haven't even updated any of my games. I think there's a new map coming out for Call of the Wild, the Hunter Call of the Wild. I think it's supposed to be the northeast mountains. What's going on, Mom? Hope you can hear me. I'm having some hope everything's yeah, you can talk to me live. Hopefully you can hear me talk to you. I'm watching chat. See, you finally got it up and going, huh? It's good. I guess that is the case. I guess you had to create an account. I didn't know that, so I should have. I guess I'll know from now on. Somebody asked me how do I watch. We got to create an account. I don't see watch it. I don't know why they make you do that. It seems like you could just get on and watch anonymously, but yeah, I think the Texas map is going to be pretty interesting. I mean, I'll drive it just because I'm from Texas, you know, and but yeah, I think it's going to be a good map. I'm sure it'll be very busy. They'll have their events and all that stuff. Yeah, you'd have to either type to me, or I don't know if there's a way to use your phone to. They can't talk to me. As per se, but you can chat with me. So there's no way to, unless you actually called me. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good map. I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to do in there. It'll be interesting to see. Oh, sorry about that. Okay, I just couldn't remember that turtle out there. I don't know if you can see that head sticking out there. Pretty big turtle. And that's the other thing about coming out here. All these lakes in Dallas are so overfished. I wanted to go up to Lake Ray Roberts today, but I don't know, I could have. It's not that far of a drive. It's not 45 minutes, but that lake's not nearly as overfished as this lake is. I don't even bother going to like Louisville or anymore because it's just so overfished. It just makes it difficult. No, the little shad's not doing me any good right this second. Not yet, anyway. Oh, that's a good question. I don't think so. This lake has been around for a long time. I know there are some lakes like Louisville, some of the lakes during the February months when it's really cold, they'll Texas Parks and Wildlife will stock with trout below the dam and everything, but they don't last long. It's an announced event, and it's an announced event, so you can imagine how many people are out there. And I don't even know, since we haven't had any rain really this year, come February, if we don't get a bunch of rain, they won't be putting anything in there because there's just no, there's just no word, there's been no rain. So for them to even try to like stock below the dam, they're not letting out any water. I think I looked at the release flow on all this stuff, and it's only like 30 feet per minute, 30, 35, 40 feet per minute. It needs to be 150, 200 feet per minute, So until we get some rain, I don't even see Texas Parks and Wildlife running the trout this year. Everything, usually where I'm sitting is below the level. In fact, I'll turn the camera around, you can see all this, probably for, I don't know, 20 feet, I'd be underwater here. I'll turn the camera around so you can see, right? So you can see all that would be underwater all the way up to the top up there. So usually you would be, and you can see somewhere where the inscriptions are. I don't know if you can see that really well. There's somebody made a skull over here, and they're up there on the rock. There's all kinds of inscriptions with names. But usually the water would be all the way up to the trees up there, way up there where those trees are, right? So I mean, we're talking lake is, shoot, 20 feet low, something like that. Low. Now I'm happy to come out here and fish it when it's low, because you get to learn all the spots that you would not normally see if the lake was up, right? So yeah, this would be 20 feet underwater. So normally I'd be fishing out there and casting down to this deep point right here, or this ledge right here kind of drops off. I mean, but I've lost, I don't know how deep it is out here. Probably not that deep. I had the kayak out here one time, and about 12, over here in this area, about 12 feet, something like that. So, I mean, I've lost 30 feet worth of depth here normally with all these ledges, because there's all kinds of holes up underneath here, and they get up underneath here. So, everything's just so low right now. Yeah, we've had some rains, but I mean, you got to think about it. I don't know how many. I think this lake is something like 30,000 or 35,000 acres. So to put another 20 feet of rain, put another to get it up to pool level. Oh man, it's gonna have to rain for a year straight, 6 months straight, easy. And in fact, if we don't get any rain, some sizable amounts of rain, come summertime next year, a lot of these boat ramps, if they're not already closed, will be closed, because it won't be safe to take anything out. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go use a little men's room, and I'll show you a little clip here. We'll put a little clip on, and I'll be right back. Let's see here. Yeah, I wish we could have. We really need some bad rain here. And I'm gonna use the little boys' room, and I'll be right back.
Here. You know what that is, Michael? That's what I was trying to describe to you.
I do not.
Here.
It looks like some kind of ox. Turn the GoPro around here in a second. I don't know how the stream is. I'll check the chat here in a minute. I do have my phone on me, so I can't check the chat. So I don't want to get in these people's way of fishing. I don't like when people kayak over me when I'm trying to fish, so I'm not going to do anything with that. you, Spud. Thanks for showing up, man. Dan, all right. Maybe there's something wrong with that thing. Shouldn't do that. All right, Spud, I don't know if you left, man. We'll catch you next time. Thanks, Red. I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with that set. I'm gonna have to get home and I'm gonna have to, because I don't think I've ever run that headset more than this lab. I don't think I've run it more than 10, 15 minutes. It's fully charged. I was just looking at the battery on it. It's fully charged. Strange. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. Just have to. Yeah. Junk pole. This thing, right? No. This thing right here. It's lucky. Well, I did actually break it. I cracked the top of it. Hey, crap should work. See, it says cat buster on it. Okay? It's not a cat buster. It's a cat flunker. So and the reel's gonna go. I'll keep the rod. Maybe. But yeah, trash. Cheap trash. I'm down to one pole, right? Got my bass pole, but yeah, 53 years. 53 years. Well, not always. I'll tell you, it was a couple of years. I lived for, what, a year in Tulsa. I went to aviation school in Tulsa for a little while. But yeah, native resident. I don't either. I don't know what's going on. I don't, like, maybe I got a defective one. I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like it's going to sleep or something. I don't know. If I have to switch that's not I can tell you this, it's not a cheap microphone. 160 bucks, 200 bucks, something like that. 230, it might have been 230. Jeez. Well, it was 230 with the lavalier and all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, $230 for a freaking microphone, expect it to work. Well. What's the guess on do I have a bait left? 50-50? Probably should check that. No, maybe not. I don't know, those shad are not the toughest things in the world. Yeah, I'm sure it is. I have no doubt about that. No doubt about that whatsoever. No doubt about that. Absolutely. I think pretty much all my problems are user error, for the most part. Multiple different levels. That looked like I hit it not? Something dink in it, a little dink out there, or a turtle. User error. Yeah, badly. Only thing that's going to make this trip any better is, like I said, yeah, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock. only thing that's going to be better, make this trip better, all these technical issues, is like I said, about a 20 to 30 pound blue cat. Probably my chances of doing that are probably better with winning the lottery today. But somebody won the lottery, so. Just think about that, like, what do you get if you win that $1.2 billion, right? So after you take cash out, what is that, like 700 million or something like that? And then the government's gonna take half. You would end up with what, 350 million? Hey, I'm getting wet over here. I'm gonna sign up for that. Yeah, probably should check that bait, huh? Yeah, that's the interesting thing about, are you in Australia too? You're in Australia, right? I remember that. Yeah, that's what I thought was interesting, like when it's getting dark here, you know, Thunder Spanner and some other people are just now coming online, because I don't know what time he gets up, and it seems like he's out there. I had to ask him what time he gets out there, but it seems like he gets out there pretty early, because he streams for 4 or 5 hours at a time at least. Everybody out here. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I had remembered, I thought, the other night. Well, it's definitely an interesting, I have to thank my mom, Popping Mary, and Jen Nova for, Mom was really the initial idea. She was like, well, you know, if you got on the kayak, you know, by yourself. And I thought, well, don't necessarily have to be by myself. So that really started thinking about the streaming thing. And then Jen said, well, why don't you stream your adventures? And I thought, well, guess I'm hooked now. So I was hoping to use the kayak a little bit more. Today on the kayak, be a little nipply. I don't know, I guess after you spend, wow, he's been doing it, what, a year now? So, check this bait, I guess. Maybe if the shad ain't working, we'll put on a night crawler. Never know. Nope, no bait. Got bait. Nope, dry hook. Wonder how long that's been going on. Fish don't like a dry hook. Yeah, the shad. Even when you catch them fresh, you know, even once you catch them fresh, they don't last that long, and they just get mushy, especially after they're frozen. Mushy, mushy. Dag fat night crawler. Like those fat ones. But yeah, I thought that would get kind of cool. As he's going out, I'd be coming in, and vice versa. And of course, I don't know how much streaming he with what he's got going on. I don't imagine he would have enough time to watch a lot of streamers, honestly. Charging batteries all the time, gassing the boat up, this, that, unloading the equipment, maintenance. I mean, I don't know. Full-time job if you. Because didn't he say he got hurt at work? Is that what I heard? Like he got hurt at work or something, and he can't work anymore, so that's why he's streaming now? Not necessarily the reason why he's streaming, but isn't that what I had heard or something like that? That's what I had heard. I thought on that night that he couldn't stream, I thought he had said something about that. Okay, I knew it was a car crash. Okay. Yeah, I knew he said he has, like, I can tell that he got something going on with either his leg or whatever, even when he's on that boat, more so when he's out on the shore. But I didn't know the details. I didn't want to ask. It's none of my business, you know. But yeah, I mean, if you can't work, one problem with that is all the upkeep of all the equipment and all that. And I know he's been having some problems. The other thing I thought about was I'm lucky here. Well, not lucky, but I'm not near the coast, right? So salt water is not an issue for me. If you go out every day, Spin up the track set. Okay. Just in case. It's not every day. Oh, salt water. Yeah, it's going to break up from time to time. Hopefully it's not too bad. There's a bunch of turtles in here. You can see them bubbling. There's a little inlet. There's a little squirrel there. A little water inlet right there. Oh, there a couple times. I'm doing a little research. I'm gonna play throwing black tonight. Black might not be the best for here. Again, 9 feet. feeling a lot of that's probably structure.
Let's take a look.
Yeah, that is. Well, they are. They're deep. It's 4 feet. All right. Well, since I don't get any bites, let's do this. Let's see. I have my GoPro hat. Try that next time. I wanted to see how just the stream worked and all that stuff, so. It happens. Hopefully it'll get better. That's part of the live streaming thing, right? It's never going to be perfect. Hopefully it's not that bad, but it's going to come and go. Just the way it's going to be. I can do some more work sometimes. I think maybe what I'll do is, I think I'm still streaming in 1080, correct? That's the other. I have some settings I can play with on all this stuff. I think I'm still sourcing it at 1080. If I'm not correct, I'd have to look at my stream, but I'm pretty sure that's correct. Turn down to 720 and up the frame rate. But yeah, there's always going to be a little glitch, this glitch here and there. I don't know why my SRT is not working. And that should have cleared up a little bit, hopefully. Appreciate that, thank you. 20 bucks at the corner store. I don't know why my SRT is not working. Let's see if I can get it to work. Why my SRT is not working, but we'll try, see if we can connect. Well, now you want to work? Okay. So, let's see if we can get this thing to work. Now you want to work? Said, I know the picture is going to be small, but I'll just show you some of the engravings that some of the people are doing around here. Hopefully I don't get a fish, but hopefully I do get a fish. Some engravings, and like some of the rocks and stuff. Son of a bitch. Technical issues, right? I don't know if you can see. Probably can't see. A320 coming in. DFW. Okay, well, that may be part of my problem then. I will switch the source to 720. I could do it on the fly, but I just don't want to feel like I want to deal with it right now. So I think I'm running 1080p, 30 frames per second, and I think I'm right on somewhere. I think I set it at 4,500 kilobits, I think is what I'm streaming out, something like that. I don't know, I'm gonna have to check my my loopies when I get back and see. I'll be able to see a lot of the information, all the debug and the logs and stuff like that. Look how big that A320 looks. I don't even, can you see it out there? I don't even know if you can see that A320 out there. It's right across over there, just across the Great Wolf Lodge over there. Man, that thing's big. Honestly, I haven't seen anybody else pull out any fish either today. There's been a couple boats come by. Yeah, I haven't seen anybody pulling. This guy's anchored up over here on that point. Probably trying to do some sandy fishing. Most likely. I guess the cowboy game's on, huh? We're getting ready to start. But I don't really care. All right, well, that's a thought. Next time go out, 720, 60 frames per second. Keep the bit rate at the same. I don't necessarily need to stream at 1080. Well, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, I would like to at least have one good bite today. But really, the whole thing is just to get the hell out here and do something, you know? I mean, so what am I gonna do, sit at home? You know what I mean? I'm gonna do, sit at home? I sit at home, I work where I live, so, I mean, no. Plug this one in. iPhone. Low battery on the iPhone. Of course. Already. Probably why he's always got phones sticking out of his cord, sticking out of his pocket. You know, because the cheap phone's gonna be your chat phone, right? Ooh, nail it, so lovely. Ain't that nice? Roll of spaghetti. Yeah, that's really what I'm doing it for. You know, I gotta get out and decompress a little bit, relax. Man, I think my mom will tell you I get so worked up. See ya. Unless you didn't catch anything. Next spot. But yeah. Just to get the hell out of Dodge and get away. It's maybe not the freshest air in the world, but better than nothing, you know? I can sit out here and listen to the Cowboys game, try to catch a fish. Mom tell you, don't. Oh, that'd be nice. That would be nice. Yeah, I've actually, I don't know how land is to buy land in Australia. I had heard that coming from anybody that's not a local, obviously, it'd be pretty difficult because of their tax system. I don't know if that's actually true, but I've been looking for a little land, maybe to buy, so I can have a little vacation home or something, get away, you know, maybe doing a little gardening or whatever on the weekends. And so at some point in time, I probably think one day, I think I'll probably work till the day I die, but maybe I'll wake up one day and I just won't want to work anymore. The question will be, will I be able to afford to do that? Probably not. And it's an island, right? So there's an island, speaking of that, Lake Ray Roberts has got an island up there. It's about 40 or 50 acres out in the middle out there. From what I understand, you can't camp out there because it's a preserve of some kind. Day tripping, I guess, is okay, as long as you don't get caught. So let's kayak out to the Wolf Island out there. Kayak Dave, this guy I watch all the time. He goes out there all the time and just kayaks around out there. It's about a 5-mile kayak trip out to the middle out there where it is. It's supposed to have deer out there and bald eagles, all kinds of stuff out there. Maybe when it warms up, or at least somewhat nice day, we'll take a trip out there. A couple other trips I'd like to do on the kayak. I just haven't had the time or planned it right yet. Change this microphone up a little bit. It's getting a little chilly out here. Just a little bit. I think 720 wouldn't look that bad, would it? I'll have to look at the bit rate comparison and see what the difference is. I think when I had just looked just then, I don't remember. There's some people coming down here. I understand that completely. Thought about buying a boat. I just didn't want to spend boat I want's 30, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70,000. Yeah. And I live in an apartment, so it's going to be hard to store it and all that. I kidded with Mom. I was like, hey, I'm going to buy a boat. I'm going to store it at your house. Needless to say, I don't have a boat. I got a kayak. It's a fishing kayak. What, 12.5 foot? Does what it needs. Fish finder, power. I got yak power on it and all that stuff. So. I'm excited to get it out. Take it down to Trinity. That looked like a bite. Could just be the waves. Yeah, I think so. I don't think I necessarily need a 1080. You know what? If I was Catfish Dave, he'd be cussing people right now. Yeah, I was thought about buying a boat. I just not in the cards right now. Want some land. About 10 acres or something like that. The stream finally calmed down a little bit. I hope. I also want to do some of the, when I went down to the kayak symposium with Mason, there was a guy down there that does kayaking fishing trips on the Brazos River. I think that'd be kind of cool. But they're not doing it because they don't have any water. You're funny. You're funny. Oh, just matter of time. Matter of time. You just want me to break that fishing pole. I know what it is. You're just waiting on that. I was about that far away from it, too. Going to put a limit on the amount of gas per trip. 2. No, it sucks I got the road over there closed down because this is not my favorite spot. I mean, it's not bad. It'd be good if it was not so rough out here today. Looks and sounds good, huh? Looks good. Sounds good when the microphone works. Just weird. Check bait. I do have some plans. I'm really mad at myself that I didn't do that Halloween trip that I wanted to do. I had some really cool things planned, but I got a whole nother year to think about that. Trying to plan some kind of thought about some kind of Christmas. So many things to choose from, really. Yeah, the gaff's going to be Mike gets skunked. That's what the gaff's going to be today. That's what the gaff's going to be today. Check bait. There's almost a gaff right there. Attach the stuff and it ends up in the water. Oh, dry hook. Well, there you go. Maybe that bait that I got was actually legit. Very possibly. Come here, sucker. Really? Unplug myself so I don't drag everything in the water like that chair back there, because that could have happened. I know you were just waiting. I know you were. I could smell it. So this is not the fishing show. This is the fishing gaff show. Sorry about that. Probably not. Probably not. As dirty as this lake is. So, interesting thing. I don't necessarily want to tell the story, but I will. Worked on a party barge for a while at Lake Louisville. Was a couple of professors, that used to come out there, and they would always talk about the different chemicals and stuff that are going in the water. So here, you're not too far from UNT. Anyway, they would, so UNT, University of Texas, and TWU is not too far down the road, right? It's in the water table system here. Some of the interesting things they told, one interesting story I remember is when school started, they would always have elevated levels of estrogen. And they could go out there and they would measure, you know, they always take samples of the water, right? And I hope that worm did come off. That was a hit. We'll find out. So they talk about the amount of estrogen in the water from, because water treatment plants don't take out chemicals. So they would say that there would be elevated estrogen because all the girls at the colleges would be flushing, not, you know, also, you know, from their urine, the estrogen from the birth control pills, but also they would, you know, if they flush their pills and stuff down in the toilet, whatever, all that estrogen going into the water and ends up in the lake. And since the water treatment plants don't take it out, they were saying some of the fish there were not gonna, they were getting so much, I didn't even know fish had estrogen in them, but apparently they do. And it was affecting their estrogen so bad that some of them weren't able to reproduce. So I don't know how bad it's gotten. That's been a few years ago. Some of the other stories they told were all about the amount of fertilizer that gets washed off from all the stuff, you know, washing off the land, these houses around here and all that stuff that goes into the lakes and creates algae blooms. People dumping stuff in the lakes, batteries, car tires, people, who knows what. And then of course, Lake Louisville is extremely high boating activity. And so some of those chemicals, you know, from going over, especially when it was two strokes back in the day, and you know, got all that oil and gas going into the water, cancer problem. So, no, I probably wouldn't eat anything out of this lake. Which is a shame. Because at the price of meat right now, I mean, go buy a steak and it's like, you know, buy a piece of fish. Like a piece of salmon right now, center cut salmon around here, 18 bucks. You know, not even that big. So yeah, it would be nice to bring some fish home, but it probably wouldn't kill you. Probably wouldn't make you sick, but probably got a lot of lead and mercury and all kinds of other crap in it. Who knows? Sucks. Get that one good hit, and that's all we're going to get today. Oh, my worm's gone now. Probably. Now, after that stories I heard about that, and that professor talking about all that, no. Well, I'd probably eat something out of Ray Roberts. If I went north or up to Ray Roberts, I probably would. All the lakes around here, catch and release. It's kind of sad that you... Yeah, probably so. Probably so. I mean, really just concentrating all those chemicals into one smaller spot. So yeah, probably so. And this might go on for a long time. They say we're in a La Nina year. If you believe in all that. And they say that in La Nina years we have lower than normal water precipitation. And they say it's supposed to go on for at least another year or something like that. So no, I don't have good hopes for some rain to try to solve all this. Sad. Of course, it's not as bad as Arizona and California. Yet. hit and that was it. I hope they can get my damn armor off. So we're taking pictures. It's one big thing that they have out here. A lot of people come out here to take pictures. I don't think almost every time I've come out here, there's been somebody coming out here to take pictures. When we went down to the coast, I didn't have all my stuff ready. I was really looking forward to out there, but doing some streaming. I'm gonna try to go back down there for sure. Same thing, the wind was up when we went down there. Couldn't even get on the beach really. That water looked so angry. It was weird. I had been to the coast a couple times, and I really had never heard, especially the news talking about rip currents. They were saying, hey, I was watching the news when I stayed in the hotel that night, watching the news, and they were like, rip current warnings all the way down from like Matagorda all the way south. I believe it. I don't think if I had ever been swimming and experienced a rip current, I don't know that I did. I guess you would know. And you just kept going out to sea, I guess is what would happen, right? Just keep on going. That is pretty sad. You'll watch that it's his son, it's an older gentleman and his son, and they've been fishing Lake Mead for like, I don't know, he's been fishing Lake Mead for almost 30 years, right? And his son's got involved now. And I haven't watched it lately, but I hear it's still dropping. And the last video, I need to go back and look at it on YouTube. So it's dropped so much that I guess they have found some hieroglyphs from the Indians back then. And it's uncovering a lot of like old mission churches and stuff like that. Not, including all the boats and all that other stuff and the dead bodies they're finding in barrels and all that stuff. So pretty sad. I don't know what those people are going to do for electricity over there. I was waiting for them to leave. But the sun's going down. One thing I was wondering about with the GoPro was the GoPro does not have very good low light capabilities. So that's the one thing I'm going to see. Not so bad right now, it doesn't look like, but I do have the low light on, but here in about another hour, it'll be pretty dark on that camera. I don't know why my SRT is not working. I had my SRT set up. So I could SRT from this thing, but for whatever reason, it's not working well. Or when I did turn it on, it was freaking out my modem. So I don't know. It's always something to play with. I'm gonna have to check that bait again after that hit. I hate this phone. I really do. I shouldn't take that back. I don't hate it. Somebody's got a fire going. They may be cooking up there. Somebody's got a little fire going somewhere. Well, I guess the wind is not going to... You know, funny, that thing hasn't shut down. What's up with that? Notice that? Because as soon as I say something, it's going to shut down. Weird. Check that bait. I think it's actually getting windier out here. His chop's getting a little worse. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna take a little man break. And little man break. And we'll check that bait. Yeah, they got a fire going up there. I can smell it. Yeah, it's weird, huh? I don't know. Maybe I had some glitches, something. I don't know. That's strange. Well, maybe after I turned the screensaver backlighting on and off, auto dimming. I don't know if that has something to do with it, but hadn't done it since I turned that off. So that's really strange. Check baits in here in a few minutes. Sounds like Dallas is moving the football a little bit, but I don't have any check baits here. Dry hook. Fish don't like dry hook. So maybe we did get a good bite there. Yep. Didn't get any bites on the shed. Getting some decent bites on the worms. It seems like. I say decent bites. Something's biting it. Probably turtle. Or it's just getting beat up with the rocks down there. It's all rocky. Probably the latter of the two. But I did go to a new bait store today. It's called Yates Bait. And, man, they had everything. In fact, I'll have to let these minnows go that I have over here. It's too rough to put a bobber out there. I bought a dozen minnows. Put them in the aerator over there. I hadn't even bothered with that. So, I'll let them go. I might take them home and freeze them. Might be good. But they had frozen shad. Decent size frozen shad. They had shrimp. Had made up livers, salted livers there. Yeah. Definitely go back there again, because bait stores around here, well, they've all gone away. pretty much got to bring your own bait or get your own bait. And I want to deal with my cast net. That's cute. Family picture. It's cool. Yes, please do. We need all we can get. Badly. Was it wintertime there or summertime or like, I want to say if y'all are, it's getting to be wintertime here. Technically it's fall. If we actually have a fall. Yeah, he was talking about, I asked him what his temperatures are there. He goes, 30 Celsius, like, right? We don't really get below 30 Celsius. And I was like, oh, or 5 Celsius, he said. And I was like, crap, now I gotta look up Celsius. We don't use metric system here. We should. All right. Burning daylight here. I hope we don't have winter like we had 2 years ago. Oof. We got down to, I guess in Celsius it would have been like minus 32, about minus 20. 7 degrees below zero. We don't get that kind of stuff here. Yeah, that was a very unusual. It happened right around Valentine's Day, and it was -3 to -7 for a week straight. I don't think I've ever seen it that cold here. And they were saying we're going to have the same thing this year, maybe worse. Oh, and I saw, he was talking about that rainforest. I was watching a thing the other night about y'all's rainforest there when he was talking about, and I can't, the name of it seemed like the name of the town starts with a B. I don't remember what the name of it was, but I saw something on that the other night. That looked pretty cool. Well, we definitely don't have a rainforest in Texas. That's for sure. Brisbane, is that where he said? Brisbane? Maybe it was I think it wasn't Brisbane, it was someplace else that he said. Yeah, metric system, right? Honestly, if you think about the imperial American system, it's really only good for one thing. Honestly, carpentry. That's it. I mean, I don't see anything else that it's really technically useful for. And now, in order to get very, very small increments in the freaking imperial system, I've got to, compound fractions and stuff like that. Screw that. Just give me a decimal spot. Seriously. Because in school, I hated fractions anyway, so I would just convert it to a decimal anyway. And then reconvert it back if I had to. Math, blah. I was talking to somebody the other day, I was trying to think of when I very first started school in elementary and all that, they weren't teaching the metric system. I want to say it was almost high school before they started teaching the metric system. I was done, done by that time with math, most of it. Not really done, but if you didn't learn that stuff early, you didn't get it. I didn't get it. And getting hit, but just a bunch of dinks. I would think so. We're definitely not tropical. I guess, you know, honestly, that's kind of funny you say that. It maybe is tropical depending on what we get come off the Gulf, right? So if we get a lot of south wind coming off the Gulf, it gets pretty humid here. But then in the wintertime, it's just arid, you know. In fact, if you go past Fort Worth, it's nothing but sagebrush, mesquite trees, and cactus out there. About 30 miles west of Fort Worth. And that's where they say the West begins, right? And it's true. You drive out that way because you can see immediately, like it just changes from prairie, what we consider prairie land, to desert, really. And it goes all the way to Arizona, all the way to El Paso, and even on farther than that. Nothing out there. Fractions. Who ever came up with that? Only person that would ever come up with that would be a carpenter. Because it really doesn't make any sense at all. Unless you're like sizing boards, you know, 3.5. I mean, think about that for a second. If you go buy a 2x4, it's not even a freaking 2x4 really. 2.5 by 1.5 by 2.5. It's ridiculous. Why can't you just say it's 2.5 and be done with it? And then if I got to put two fractions together, please. Little dink hits, that's it. I think they're scared. Well, I think I scared them off when I threw half the fishing pole in the water earlier. Which, by the way, thank you, Jen, again for making those clips for me. Makes me wonder what I'm going to get out in the kayak and what's going to happen. Should be fun. Or maybe not fun. Chilly if you just sit around for a little while. It's chilly. Yeah. I'll have to take Jim the worms that I got for his garden. They're not going to be any good after a while. A lot of people out here taking pictures behind me. The family out here. Big deal out here. Looks like they just got out of church. I'm going to walk around the corner and take a small break. That's funny. So if you do nautical miles, you've been around the water for enough, or at some point in time you did some pilot lessons or something like that, because very rarely does anybody use nautical miles. And I'm surprised most people don't even know what a nautical mile is, honestly. I don't even know if a lot of boat owners. don't even know if most boat owners would know what a nautical mile is, quite honestly. I don't know if that was not a big hit, but probably enough to get my worm off. Liters, right? So liters, yeah. Liters versus gallons versus quarts versus... I'm kind of the same way, though. Cowboys made their first touchdown, huh? Man, I bet they're cold. That lady's got a dress on over there. I bet she is cold. I'm cold out here on the water. I bet she's freezing. I thought about would it be better if it was like on a better view, like a wider view, but I got it on right now. I got it on wide view. I think a super wide would look kind of silly, and linear wouldn't get me enough of a wide enough picture. Did I just lose my audio feed? It sounds like I did. Sure enough. So I wonder if Thunder's going to be on tonight. I think he said he was going to be. Nautical miles are used in the States. When I got my pilot's license, that's all we used. There was no statute mile. So all the charts and everything, they did give you in normal miles, there was no there's no kilometers. Both on, I recently looked at the six-pack test to the Coast Guard. All that stuff is in nautical miles. There's nothing, there's no kilometers, there's no metric system in any of that, unless I didn't see any questions that had any of that in there. And we never use any statute miles. If you use any statute miles in the navigation pilot, you convert it to nautical miles. So that's amazing. I don't know what happened. I just don't get it. I don't understand. Because it's just maybe because they were brand new, or maybe it was the auto dimming. I think when I get back tonight, I'm gonna have to look at the auto dimming information on that and just see if it goes to. It just seemed like it was going to sleep. Was what it really seemed like. So strange. And the wind is not too bad with the lavalier. That's the other fear I had was. That's the reason why I bought the lavalier, really was to cut down on the wind noise. Not going to be a whole lot of days I'm going to be out here and the wind's not going to be up. It's just the way it is usually. other than that one glitch that I had, well, I'm having these glitches with the audio, right, at one point, and then I know I'd have that little dropout that I had earlier. I do have dropout protection on, just in case it does drop out, which is going to happen. I mean, you could have a modem with 20 SIM cards, 3 different modems hooked up to it externally, and it still drop out at some point in time. So other than that, I do have an external, finally got that omnidirectional antenna. No wind noise at all, huh? That's good. That's good. That's the way it should be. Seagulls out here feeding, just took up a shad. He can get a fish, but I can't, of course. What I got to do, go flying and to get a shad or get a fish? If you stay out here long enough, you might see some wildlife. There's all kind of there's deer out here. There's driving into the park over here, and there's deer crossing signs all over the place. So there's everything out here. There's coyotes out here, mountain lions. Shit, you see anything out here? That wind is not abating. Usually that wind would abate about now a little bit, but it is not. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's really all I wanted. Now, the only thing that would make this better is an ice cold beer, a fire, and a 35-pound blue cat. Don't think that's going to happen today, but you never know. Can't give up on it, right? There's no bananas here. I don't know if that plays out the same. Like, I don't know if the banana thing, is that just a boat thing or what? I'm thinking that one little hit, it got that freaking worm off. Well, it's very possible. I don't even think you can. I don't think you can even have a fire out here. If you had a pit out here, you probably could. But we are so dry right now. I think we're still on burn ban. Actually, I think we're still on burn ban, if I'm not mistaken. So you have to have a pit out here if you're going to do that. That would not be good to burn half of Dallas down. I can see it happening. Almost.
But I don't know what these things are.
same depth in here. About 6-8 feet. Kind of anchor cut. Beautiful day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out a little earlier. Obviously, I got out here late. Just caught up at work. Come out after work, it's kind of cool. But I need to get out here right at 5 o'clock or something like that to make it worthwhile. There's a bunch of people down here. Looks like what kayakers or something. Down last night. I'll turn the GoPro around here. Should have rigged up a Cinco, but there's a bike.
I don't know. Those? Or these?
No, straight ahead.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Damn thing. GoPro. It's a damn GoPro. Probably getting a little low on battery now, but because I don't have it hooked up. Running on internal. We're here, we're gone, we're here, we're gone. And no fish yet. Well, something dragged me underneath a rock or something. All right. Don't. We are under a rock or snagged up on something. Oh yeah. Please don't make me break off. Almost have to step off scene for a second to try to get this thing loose. I don't know that I can. And it's going to sound like a shotgun when I have to break this off. 60-pound test on this. Good luck. Yep. Oh man, may have to cut that. I'm hung up good. I don't get hung up very often around here unless something dragged me into a hole. I don't feel anything on it. I don't feel anything on it. Damn it. Definitely underneath something. Well, here's your next gaff. Jeez, Louise. Ooh, 60-pound test ain't no joke, man. Well, if I wasn't hung up before, I am definitely hung up now. Walk over this way and see if we can get it, which I doubt it. Wow. And that's got a steel leader on it. 60 pound with a steel leader on it. Yeah, you ain't gonna break that. You're gonna break it off. I'm telling you, it's gonna sound like a shotgun going off. Woo. Here we go. Sorry, I'm way out the thing over here. I know y'all can't see me, but just break it. Wow. We're gonna have to cut it. I hate to leave that out in the water, but I'm not gonna be able to get that loose otherwise. Damn it. Well, it's part of it. I have to cut it. Man. Damn it, I can't even pull, I can't even break it. I can't even break it. Damn it. Yeah, I don't know. It's not flat. I don't know. Wow. Son of a bitch. All right. I'm not going to play with this. I hate cutting line and leaving line out there. This is like one of my worst. I hate doing that. I'll try one, break it off. Try one more time. I know I can breathe. I just don't want to break this. I don't just want to break this reel either. Wow. Wow. Okay. I hate doing this. I hate doing this. Damn it. I hate that. Yeah, we might not re-rig up for that. We'll tell you what we'll do. It's getting late now. The sun's going down. Damn, that sucks. I hate breaking off. I hate really breaking, like, I don't mind if it's like just a hook or whatever, but I hate leaving the lead weights in there. I have switched mostly to tungsten weights just because I don't like putting lead into the lake, you know, like what we talked about before. So, yeah, I don't know, for 2.5, 3 hour stream, not bad. A few technical difficulties, right? But we'll throw the chatterbait out there, see if we can get anything to hit it. I really don't feel like rigging up another re-rigging. Probably should put on something light. I got this black chatterbait on. But buzzbait actually. Let's switch to, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna switch. I'm not gonna throw this black out there. Yeah, but I just hate like this. I mean, you know how, like, I don't know how expensive stuff is in Australia, but like that right there, right? It's an 1/8 ounce, 3/16 ounce. That sucker be $8. So you lose $8 every time, right? No, thank you. Let's see what we got. I tell you what would always have good luck out here is, let's switch to, maybe we can get a sandy or two. We'll switch to a rattle trap and see if we can get a sandy or two to hit. Maybe. Since I don't feel like tying on terminal tackle right now. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking rattle trap. And we'll throw a decent size rattle trap. Throw a decent size rattle trap. Let's throw. We'll throw a blue and silver shad rattle trap. Sandy's, sand bass here, love anything silver, spoons. Right to my right over here, there's actually a little beach. They're not going to be on the. Right, we'll try that. Because the sand bass around here are usually pretty easy to catch if they're here. We'll throw it a couple times. That sun's going down. I got a little pack up to do, obviously. I don't have that much of a walk. It's just right up the hill up there, but a little bit of walk to get over there, pack everything back up. And there's a split ring. It's like the price of tackle, right? So this is probably, I don't know, these big ones. $10, about $10 or $12 US. Stuff's expensive now. And I really just hate losing tackle, just in general. It sucks. At the cost it is, it's not worth it. Yeah. So, people always asking me about open face reels. How do you adjust it? Right? How do you make it work? Rule of thumb, if you don't know. So you hit the button, it should not drop fast, and when it hits the ground, it should not spin the reel, right? So let's see where we are. I'm just gonna roll it up. Let's see much. It's too much. The stop is good. We're gonna turn the brake down a little bit. Just a little bit. Throwing into the wind too, so, right? So now it's not spinning. See that bait's not dropping? I'll just open it up just a little bit until it drops by itself. Boom, right there. All right. If there's going to be a gaff, again, this is where it's going to be a slip and fall on my ass in the water. I was taking pictures out here today. A fan cast, right? I always have a problem with these reels. I always had a problem until I learned actually how to work the damn thing. A bunch of families out here taking pictures, man. It's pretty cool. Oh, there's a bike. Might be a skunk day. Might be a skunk day. It happened. Part of fishing, right? Wouldn't care really if I catch any fish. Honestly. That's just a caveat. That's just a caveat. Definitely have to come out and do some bass fishing out here. What I do most time anyway. I'm bringing the kayak out if I do that. On a somewhat decent day. Hopefully. Anything that got it worked out correctly does not backslash on you. In the old ones, you just have to put the thumb on it and control the wheel. You don't have to do that anymore. It's cold out here now. We'll call it a pass. We'll pack up and leave. Go home and get some dinner. Get ready for work tomorrow. Fun stuff. Well, Dak Prescott intercepted twice today. Yep. Yeah, fishy, 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 fishy. I need that emote. I need that emote. I think about putting overlays on all that stuff. I'm not going to do any of that until I do, I don't know, a few streams. Have to get my Streamlabs account back activated again. And that retro theme that I had when I was doing the gaming stuff ain't going to work. So I'm going to have to switch all that up. Well, it sounds good for dinner. Fish sounds good, but guess what? Didn't catch any. We got some salmon at the house. Probably pull that out. Pretend like I caught some. Sun's going down behind the clouds. Yeah, we'll have to go home and watch the stream, and maybe some people have some thoughts. If there's anything other than just the technical issues, it'd be kind of cool to see, or other than actually catching some fish. Just some thoughts maybe on the stream. Something like that. Obviously, technical issues are always going to be something to battle with. I think all that'll work itself. I think maybe we'll try the 720 next time. Why not? We'll do some testing on it at the house. We'll pop up we'll crank it up to 60 frames per second, and maybe up the bit rate. I'll have to look at that. Maybe I can, at 720, put the bit rate up around 6,000. That hotspot, upspeed on that hotspot, 20. A little over 20, actually. It's actually got a higher upspeed than the downspeed, which I think is really strange, but for my purposes, that's actually a good thing. All right, one more cast. We'll do one more. My grandfather always said that your last cast, you spit on it. For good luck next time. So we'll do one more. Have to honor the man. God bless. Send it. All right. It's getting cold out here anyway. So I think what we're gonna do, get everything packed up and head on to the house. I think it's one for dinner. Not too sure yet. That's a good way to get stuck right there. Good way to get stuck. Let's do this. Let's take that off there. I have a feeling that Trebi is going to get me. That would not be a good thing. Well, it could be good for Jen because she wants to see that. And no, I am not going to stab myself with one of these just for a gaff. Sorry. Not this time anyway. Maybe next time. Alrighty. It's chilly. It's getting that. It is getting a little chilly out here. I'm not gonna lie. The sun went down, and that was the end of that. Alrighty. Poor minnows. I didn't use any minnows. I'm gonna have to let them go. I didn't pay that many. Let's see how many he gave us. Let's see how many minnows he gave us. He said he hooked me up. I bought a dozen. I only bought a dozen, right? Oh, that's a lot more than a dozen. Man, I hate to let him go. Ooh, that's way more than a dozen. That's way more than a dozen. Right? We'll let them go. Feed the food chain. All right? Thank you. Maybe we'll use it next time. Little bitty one. Get out there, feed them. Feed the fish. Fishies. Man, he did hook me up. I only ordered, there had to be at least 2 dozen in there. Definitely go back to that place again. First time I ever used this thing either. It's brand new. Pretty cool. Got the aerator on it. Take it out on the kayak next time. Literally what I bought it for. Got the little aerator on the top of it. Plug it in, 12 volt. Plug in my battery pack, but I think that's just going to be more draw than anything else. So, D batteries. All right, ladies and gents, I think we're going to pack up and get out of here. So, I want to say thank you for coming to the stream. And definitely going to do this again. This is just the start, right? Take my shanties home and refreeze them. Ooh, hands cold. Hands are getting a little chilly. Let's wrap that up. All right, well, we're gonna pack up all the gear and get the hell out of here. Let's see if chat says anything. Okay, that's a good idea. So, leave me some. Appreciate y'all guys coming. Thanks, Mom, Red. If you got any other suggestions, send me a whisper or DM. Y'all have any ideas, send me a DM. So I'll definitely use that one, and appreciate that, Mom. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side, right? And happy rest of the weekend.